All right, welcome back to the fly shop. Today we're going to do an oddball coloration of the Avalon Fly. This fly has a ton of components, so I'm going to dive right into it. We got a Daiichi 2546 size 2 hook that we're going to use, the saltwater hook. And this is a saltwater fly that I'm tying a color pattern that I think will work for like blue crawdads and stuff like that. So let's dive into it. First thing we're going to do is stack up some fluorescent thread. Right like that. Here we go. And then we're going to do black beaded eyes. These are heavy lead eyes. I don't know exactly what size they are, but we're going to tie these on. And the eyes can be kind of tricky. You just got to do a figure 8 pattern. There we go. Nice. And then we're going to bring the line all the way down to the back of the hook here. All right. Oops. A little glue. Gotta get a new bottle of glue. Alright. I'm gonna put a little glue on there. Seal that down. Alright. Now the next component in the whirlwind of components that we're gonna do is gonna be McFlylon. And this is orange colored McFlylon. So tie it on, loop it on like that, and then we're going to pull it back. Oops, come on. And we're going to lay some of that down. Nice. Trim that up a little bit. Awesome. Now our next step is going to be rubber legs. And I got orange ones. And we're going to put a little dab of glue on there. And then the next component is going to be some midge flash, crystal flash in black. And we're stacking up a bunch of components here in the same spot. And that's just how this fly is tied. Like I said, this is a saltwater fly. Guys use to fish for permit. And the color pattern is a little different than what I'm tying, but I think this fly will work good for places where there's crawfish and stuff like that. So got that midge flash in there. Now we got a little of this diamond braid, and it's flat diamond braid and pearl. And this stuff is a nightmare to work with. I hate it. It just unravels. Yeah, groms are out. It just doesn't work very well. You have to use a lot of it because it unravels. It's not my favorite material to work with, but once you get the hang of it, it's okay. So we're going to tie some of that on there. And then we're going to put a little dab of glue. All right. Awesome. Now we're going to bring this down here. And then we're going to use a piece of, I'm using 50-pound mono. You can use whatever size you want. We're just going to tie monofilament here. And I like to get this in the middle. Try to get it in the middle as much as possible. To let it ride right on top of the shank there. We're just going to stack a bunch of thread on that. All right, we're moving along. Let's go right there. All right, all that stuff's going to hang back for a second. And our next element is going to be a piece of Marabou. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie it on there like we did the bunny leeches. Let's see. Tie it up like that. And then we're going to do that twist thing that I showed you guys how to do in the bunny leech video. So we're just going to twist a nice little chunk of body on this. There we go. Whoop, 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 I let go. Jaffe, I'm filming a video. Bring that over. And let's tie that down. Alright, and then we'll clip it. Alright, we got that Marabou body on there. We're going to put a little more Marabou on it here in a minute, but the next step we're going to do is to put some rabbit's fur. And these are going to be the little crab claws. And we'll do one on each side. Right behind the eyeball there. And this can be a pain. You got a ton of stuff in the back that wants to come forward. But this is a fun fly to tie. I like it. I'm going to use this fly a lot this year because, like I said, I came up with it last year. It's not my fly. The Avalon is a popular fly for permit fishing. But I believe that this will be a good fly for anywhere there's crawfish. If you fish where there's blue crawfish, I think this is a great fly. So we got those rabbit strips on there. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some more Marabou and we're just going to pull off like a chunk of the feathers. Like that. Clip it a little bit. Just do a little twisty do once around there, and then we're going to come around the eyes. Try not to get that rabbit fur in there. And that's how you hide your seam on your eyeballs there. And we are getting close to finishing this fly. Awesome. That on there. All right. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this monofilament and we're going to put some beads on it. I'm going to cut mine a little shorter. And then I'm going to stack up some Cyclops beads. We got 4 of them. And they're just little copper beads that stack on. And what these beads are going to do is help hold the fly in the water in the proper position. And then what you want to do is just come up with a little, how much you want this loop to be. I'll try to keep it on the top there. and then just lash it down. Really nice. Put a lot of wraps on that one. And then clip it as short as you can. There we go. Put that on there. And then our last step here is going to be to take these braid wraps that we got here, and we're going to pull those forward. And there's a whole mess of stuff that we got to get out of the way. Sometimes I'll do them one at a time. Let's see. There we go. So get one in there, and then we'll get the other one in there. There we go. And we're just going to wrap those on. Clip those as short as possible. Like that. And we are pretty much done with this fly. We're just going to put some finish wraps there on the end. Let's do my magic knot here that I learned from good old Bob Jacklin. And then we'll just do some trimming. But this, to me, is a cool fly that'll work on the bottom. It should work in the midwater. It's going to look like a crab or a crayfish or something like that swimming through the water. Let's cut these a little shorter. Let's cut these rabbit strips a little shorter. There we go. There we go. Yeah. And maybe make these rubber legs a little shorter. But that's it. That is the Avalon Fly tied with a crawfish pattern. I think, like I said, I think this fly will work in places. A little dab of glue there on the end. Like I said, I think this fly will work in places where there's a lot of crawfish and crabs and stuff like that. I haven't tested it, so I could be doing a whole evil thing with the Avalon Fly, which is okay for me. I love experimentation. But yeah, that's the Avalon Fly tied with a blue crab color pattern. It should be a fun fly. I'm going to test it out. We'll do some videos on that. But that's the last video that we got for Fly Time February. I hope you liked it. I feel like I rushed through that a little bit, but that's okay because there's a lot of components and I wanted to get them down. But this has been Fly Time February, and I really appreciate everybody checking out the videos. They've been really popular, and I'm going to do more Fly Time videos. But for the meantime, this is it for Fly Time February. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for checking out all the videos. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.